Today's presentation will be actually looking at the media and the role of the media in development. So give me your ear for a few seconds and I will actually take you through with me. Now, without a doubt, there's no secret that particular Caribbean islands are actually experiencing a crime pandemic. And this has been so for a long while. Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica. And it has gotten to the point where persons are now afraid to report the matter of crime. And a number of scholars have actually looked at this, including Professor Harriet 2004. Now, the crime pandemic explained by the World Bank was a part of the reason why in the 1990s, the World Bank sponsored a study through the University of the West Indies carried out by Horace Levy. That was 1996. In order for us to look at the crime pandemic. Then in 2007, Powell, Bourne, and Waller examined the issue relating to Jamaica political culture and realized that crime was considered the number one cause or the number one problem in Jamaica. Now, what are we talking about? 7 out of 10 Jamaicans indicated that they do not trust each other. 2 out of 25 say that we have lost the war against what? Against crime. And a number of other things have also been mentioned by Powell, Bourne, and Waller. What is happening in Jamaica? Many social commentators have given their opinion on the matter of crime. Some persons actually argue that part of the issue why we're having the problem in Jamaica because of one fundamental phenomenon, informer for dead. What does that mean? Persons who give the police or the media information in which they can actually catch or apprehend criminals have been considered to be against the state, and the term that they use is informer was dead. What does that mean? Therefore, how the media portrays things has really been hardly been considered in the issue relating to development. Now, persons have not actually looked and realized that the media is important, a factor inside of this argument. What most of us will be looking at today is the role of the media in this matter of development. Now, the theoretical framework that I'll be using is one that was developed by Gary Becker in 1968, in which he looked at the matter of crime and has used an economic approach to the matter and found that crime is an economic phenomenon, and therefore you actually use multiple regression to establish that factor. He found a number of things contributed to the matter relating to crime. There were wage, illegal activities, employment, income, the probability of being caught, the probability of being a victim, and the expected conviction, as well as the age of the individual. What is not considered inside of this argument is the matter relating to the role of the media. What does the media do? Which is exactly how we're placed today. Now, the media rarely has been considered in terms of when to actually broadcast information online, whether it is air or whether it's print, their role in the matter relating to what? Crime. And as a result of that, the matter relating to what? Development. Now, when the media actually broadcast that Jamaica, for example, is having an upsurge of criminal activities in, say, for example, Montego Bay and, say, for example, Kingston, what does that mean for travelers? Travelers automatically fare. But not all those travelers fare. The issue of that as well could also indicate to a person that there's a matter relating to what? Corruption. And the media will broadcast this as a serious problem inside society. What external persons will do is to observe carefully and keenly what the media is saying about these things. What they will do is to forego an opportunity to invest in a country because of what the media has actually declared. Case in point. A number of investment in Jamaica, and this was actually reported recently by the minister, that is Carl Samuda, when he actually say that the FDA approved a loan, or should I not say that? The FDA approved a scheme in which cannabis should be used in Jamaica. But however, the media actually forward that whole argument relating to what? To cannabis. What investors have done? Investors have pulled out of this sort of investment. The media's role in development. The media role is twofold. In the event the media actually makes a country or a state or a place positive or have the outlook of that institution or that society being in a particular light, what happens? Person will gravitate towards going to that society or going to that state to make a development. As a result of that, what will happen is people will actually go there, investment will actually increase, all as a result of what? What the media has actually coined. Then there's the other side to that discussion, which has happened in Jamaica and many other countries, including places in Africa. The media portrays the particular society or country or nation in a negative light. And what happens? Persons fear to go to these places, withdraw their income, withdraw investment. What does it do? It leaves the society in a worse place. Caribbean islands, and that has been actually argued extensively by a number of researchers, including John Rapley, that spoke about the underdevelopment of developing countries. What has not been looked at is the media's role in this underdevelopment. The media is clear, a factor inside the discussion relating to what? Underdevelopment. The media is simply putting forward a position. That position could either be negative or positive, and therefore the media's role is one similar to that of socialization, where the media put forward an argument. People will actually take that argument as it is, not investigate the matter, and therefore make a decision as a result of that. So what is the media doing? The media is playing a two-role effect in the argument of development. One, the media is able to actually create a society for a person to actually go and invest in a society, create the environment where the places are seen as conducive to investment, and therefore persons go out and make their investment. Not only that, there's another role that the media plays, a negative one, in which the media ostracizes an environment, desocializes people's thinking about effects of what is actually going on in that society, and therefore people withdraw not only their investment from that society, but all their possible ways of even helping or thinking positively about those persons within that area. Jamaica, for example, has always had that issue relating to the matter of the media. Recently, as 2 months ago, to about 3 months ago, Jamaica was having an issue related to upsurge of violence in the western part of the nation, particularly St. James. CNN and other stations broadcasted that visitors should be careful of coming to Jamaica, or in fact not come to what? Jamaica. What happens as a result of that? Persons decided not to come to Jamaica, and we saw what? A reduction in what? In tourist arrivals. There's another part that should be considered in that. The fact that tourists has withdrawn from coming to what? Jamaica as visitors. They would also withdraw their investment that they would have actually put in Jamaica if that had not been the case. Again, the media's role in development. It's relating to unemployment is undoubtedly a factor in Jamaica. And therefore, when scamming occurs, or persons actually seducing other persons out of their lively income that they have worked, via whichever means, that in of itself is an immoral act. However, when the media portrays society as though the entire society is actually what? Scammers. People now withdraw from the argument of what? Coming to Jamaica. And the matter even went further than that. At one point in our history, it was argued that they should have withdrawn the era code of Jamaica, 876. Why was that so? Because the perception that this country was a set of scammers. No. Who would have given that information? The media would have done so. What would have happened as a result of that? People would now think of the society as a set of devils, criminals, and substantially unfair practices in that society. And therefore, they will withdraw an opportunity to invest in that society. Likewise, the argument goes through. In the event, it was a positive scenario. When it happens where Usain Bolt was actually doing well in terms of track and field, and the media create that euphoria and that hype, that listen, Jamaica was a good place to actually go and train as an athlete. A number of persons actually came to Jamaica and did likewise. That was an indication, again, of income coming into Jamaica. And as a result, we have seen where the University of the West Indies expanded its base to having a track Here we're talking about the matter of development as a result of the what? The role of the what? The media. The media's role should never, at no point, be discounted as a factor inside of the argument of development. We must understand clearly that whenever the media comes as a body or institution inside, a number of persons will gravitate to what the media has said simply because they trust the media. And as a result, the media must operate within the context of that trust and not destroy society, but let persons understand the truth relating to what is going on. The matter of development stretches beyond just the matter of education or training, but also the role of the media. The media undoubtedly play two roles in the matter of development, a positive one and a negative one. A number of scholars have actually looked at this, and there is no doubt that the media will continue to play that role in the argument of development, simply because people will trust the media as a result that they're unable to go and verify for themselves what is going on in particular places. The media has a role, will continue to play a role in development, and it's a twofold role. What we need to argue and what the media need to understand is that development cannot go on without information. And this is where the media comes in and play a critical role. Therefore, the media, as a result of knowing exactly that information must be had and information must be given in a matter of development, need to play their role carefully so as not to destroy society in their pursuit of giving information. Thank you.